Yeah, we start with breaking news. Crews rescuing a person from the rising water.
This is happening near Arcade Boulevard off of Arcade Creek, and that's where KCRA 3's Andres Valle is standing by live for us. What's going on out there, Andres?
Yeah, well, guys, the scene just cleared, but we're standing along the levee where those people were rescued. I should say one person was rescued because the other person chose to stay on the island out there. Now, I know it's a little dark for you guys to see, but we did get video of the rescue when it did occur. So according to Sacramento Fire Rescue, they told us that initially they got reports of 2 people stuck on an island along the creek here on Steelhead Creek, and they were also trapped here with a dog. When they arrived here, they asked both people if they wanted to get off the island as well as the pets, and so far only one person asked to get removed from that island. The other person did stay on that island with those pets, so that other person refused any form of medical treatment or any rescue because of that. But we spoke to Sacramento Fire too about those dangers of, you know, having these encampments in these areas. Well, they say because of storms like today, those water levels will begin rising, and it's probably best to stay out of them. So again, as we know right now, one person was rescued from that island out there, but we know that one person chose to stay there with that dog as well. We're live here in Natomas. I'm Andres Valle, KCRA 3 News.
Yeah, it's wet out there. The rain coming down across our area in the Sierra, in the valley, the foothills, making today a KCRA 3 Weather Impact Day. Here's some video from Donner Summit, Sacramento, and Placerville.
And our team has you covered, from showing you the conditions on the roads to tracking the storm. The big questions tonight: where the storm is now, how much rain has fallen, and how much more we have on the way.
Yeah, let's send it over to meteorologist Heather Waldman right now for those answers.
Yeah, let's start with how much we've seen so far. And so far, at least for the valley, the numbers playing right into what we were expecting if you were with us yesterday. Close to 1.5 inches of rain for the Sacramento Valley, approaching 1 inch in Stockton and Modesto, although for the valley, rainfall rates are really tapering off this evening. It's still raining steadily into the foothills. Over 2 inches so far in Auburn and Blue Canyon, over 2 inches as well for Quincy. We're going to continue to watch those numbers in Arnold and Sonora stack up through tonight and into tomorrow. Radar picture over the last hour. Again, you can see the back edge of those steadier showers moving east of I-5, so things drying up there this evening. If you have outdoor plans, if you're going to be driving somewhere in Sacramento, Stockton, or Modesto, yeah, have the rain jacket. I would still bring it, but it is much wetter into the foothills and the Sierra. But notice, we're not seeing snow even along Interstate 80. It's just rain over Donner Summit, just rain over Echo Summit as well. You got to go to some of the higher peaks in eastern Tuolumne County, Mono County to find any of that wet snow up above 8,000 feet there. But this is the broader view. You can see the tap of moisture off to the south, starting to spread rain into Southern California. That's going to be the focus of the wet weather tomorrow. We're still going to see some showers lingering into the foothills and the mountains through the day on Friday. Not much additional accumulation for the valley. Again, this is through the day tomorrow, but places like Sonora could pick up another inch or two. Placerville, another 1/2 inch to 1 inch. And this is just rain for Truckee and South Lake Tahoe at lake level. But over Donner and Echo Summit, there may be 1 to 2 inches of slush early tomorrow morning. Rest of the day should be free of any kind of chain controls. The system isn't the only rain we're talking about for the next few days. I'll show you which day we're really focused on with the extended forecast in a few minutes.
All right, thanks for that look there. Let's get out to KCRA 3's Michelle Bandor right now. She's at Fair Oaks and Fulton, where some utility lines are blocking the road right now. Michelle.
Yeah, Golston, we are literally standing on Fair Oaks Boulevard, and just let's get to the action right here. You can see we've got crews working on that pole here. I'm told that actually at 11 o'clock this morning, a car slammed into a utility pole and knocked it down, and that pole was across Fair Oaks Boulevard most of the day, and they just recently removed it. And as you can see, we've got these lines down. Now, these are not power lines, they're communication lines, internet, phone, that sort of thing. So it's not a huge outage, but I'm told that some Comcast and some Infinity customers may not have service right now as they're making the repairs. Again, we're just getting on scene here, so we don't know if the crash that happened this morning was actually weather related, if there were slick roads, leaves in the road, you know, from all this wet weather. But what we do know, we've got a lot going on here. You can see all of the utility trucks as they're working on the power lines. And now, as you can see too, this is where they're rerouting traffic. We've got the people are able to turn on Fair Oaks, but then they just got to turn right back around down to Fulton. So there is no way that anybody's getting here on Fair Oaks Boulevard tonight. But again, you can see, if you can see it, I don't know if it's too dark, but take a look. The lines right here, you can see how they're just laying in the street. So we've got them, this is what they look like up here, and then Diamond's just going to pan on down, and you can see all of them laying in the road right there. So they've got to fix those, and it's going to take quite some time before they can get all that up and working again. But the good news is that not a lot of people are without their service, and that no one has lost power. So again, it's just communication, phone, internet lines affected by this crash that happened hours ago here. We'll try to get more information on whether or not they lost control because of the wet roads here. Reporting live in Sacramento, Michelle Bandura, KCRA 3 News.
All right, the crew's going to just need a little bit more time to get things right. Michelle, thanks.
We have been seeing a steady rain in the foothills as well today. Let's check in with KCRA 3's Maricela de la Cruz, continuing our team coverage with the conditions right now in Placerville. Maricela?
Yeah, Edie, it's been coming down all day. We did get a small break just between shows, but it's already coming down a little stronger. You know, out here, a spokesperson with Public Works told me that there's no concerns of any standing water, any areas that they're watching for any isolated flooding. We are standing right next to Hangtown Creek. This is a creek that typically does get a little bit of that rainfall when it starts coming down. Now, there is this creek right now doesn't have a lot of water, so there's absolutely no concern. It's not even close to the edge here. However, from what I'm hearing from people who do work out in the area is that they're surprised about how fast the current is moving, and just that the levels did go a little bit higher. Now, throughout the day we've been driving, we have been keeping an eye out on the roads. People have been driving a little bit slower out here, and we were also able to talk to some of the people who live out in Placerville, and they told us about how they're feeling with the latest round of rain.
Need it, keep it coming. I wish it would stop just for tomorrow because my niece is getting married outside tomorrow.
Other people are crazy. I like to take it slow and go and just make sure that I'm not sliding and slipping and all that fun stuff that I don't like.
Again, no concerns of any of the creeks out here overflowing. What we did learn is that Public Works says that they did set out some sandbags out at the police department for anybody who was concerned of any isolated standing water or any isolated floodings. But again, they said that they're not watching any specific areas, and at this time, from what we saw, that Hangtown Creek, the water levels are still very low. For now, we're live in Placerville. Maricela de la Cruz, KCRA 3 News.
All right, Maricela, thank you. And we always appreciate it when you help us tell the weather story. Send us your pictures and video of the rain and any impact from the wind. Go to kcra.com/upload and we'll get them into our newscast.